Hey guys, Hungry Hippos here with a crazy card trick. Well, it's less of a card trick, more of a this trick, right? Do you know what this is? It's a pen. Haha. You could actually put it back. See that? You could put it back to, and then you could take it back out. Oh boy! But where did the pen go? It went back into the thing. Haha. Oh boy, yeah. So for this, we need a pen, and we also need some blank cards here. These are just some cards I take some annotations on every time I'm bored. If you like tricks, you should
Jesus
subscribe.
Christ is my nigga.
By the way, I don't know if I made that apparent, but yeah, these are just little blank cards. You know, nothing too special. But these are actual magic wishing cards. Magic wishing cards. So here, let's say that I have something due, or let's say that I owe something. For example, look, I'll do this. I'll draw. I'll draw as best I can. I should have maybe gotten a little bit more prepared and used a pen that actually works, right? Production value. Like, subscribe, comment. So here's something that I owe, right? Do you guys see what that is? Incoming review of the Canon T6i is gonna be thrown off a fucking bridge. Here's the you recognize that? It's a 25-cent piece. But here's the thing, sir. If you wanted to, you could sign the back or whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. Things happen. But this is actually for you. Because believe it or not, if you hold your hand out, sir, yeah, just hold your hand out like that. So the spectator holds their hand out and you go, ugh, and you drop a 25-cent piece from the card, and when they look at the card, it's gone because it came from the card. And then you could go, this is what I owed your mom for the sexual favors she gave me last night. So here you go. I'm gonna expect the 24 cents back in change though, because I'm a businessman, sir. So I'll wait for you to give me back all the change. Because I had sexual intercourse with your mom. Yeah, it's sexual intercourse. Hey, sup, piggas? Piggas. Notice I didn't say pigger because that would be offensive, right? That would be offensive if I called you guys piggers. If I called you guys, look at all those piggers over there. Oh boy. So for this, you're gonna need a couple things. And you could do so many things with these items that honestly, you don't need much more than this in your pocket, and you can have a lot of shit done. So these are blank business cards. These are just blank business cards. You could find these at any big major chain store like Target. You could find these super cheap. You could find these at Office Depot. If you live in Europe or Asia or Australia or Antarctica, you're gonna have to go to whatever local equivalent of that is. Some of you guys, I forgot Africa. Some of you guys have like some sort of market maybe that you go to, but here in America we have actual places that you could purchase these. Here's what you do: you grab these business cards, you pop them out, and you just have a bunch of them in your pocket or in your wallet, and you have a pen. Now the reason I have this pen is because it's gonna depend on the business card stock that you have, whether or not it's going to show through the card itself. Now, these in particular are a little bit cheaper, so a Sharpie marker is going to go right through, and they're going to be able to see the fact that, you know, there's stuff on the other side. So that's why I'm using a pen. However, if you find certain business card stock and the more you pay, you could definitely use Sharpie marker with the more expensive ones because it's not going to bleed through. However, this one, just for the sake of cheapness, these still do the job, and I don't mind using a pen. You don't have to use a Sharpie marker all the time. As a matter of fact, the only reason I use a Sharpie marker is to get through the day. You know, you pop it out. Life hack, by the way. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but this is also a life hack channel. You pull out the top, and you just go, and then you know, it gets you through the day. Whatever problems you had, just go away. Your house goes away, all that. So here's the setup for this. You don't need a setup. All you need to do is just have the card and a pen, and that's it. Because you're going to make use of the double blank principle. First time I saw this was in a routine by Greg Wilson called Point Blank on Pyrotechnic Passports, one of the first DVDs I got in the history of magic. Now there he has a routine where he's using double blank cards, and he's using the fact that if you notice, all these cards create a natural double backer. So you could have this card very loose, which is with a 25-cent piece. You could turn it over, and guess what? Because of that double back principle, you're always going to be ready to do a double lift. Oh boy, So if I wanted to show this card having a 25-cent piece, I could do that very easily with a double back card. So that's pretty much how you do this. You're going to have whatever item you want to produce in your left pocket. In this case, it's a quarter. If you want, you could do this with, what else do I have here? Toothpick, right? If you have some sort of personal item in that you want to produce that fits in your hand. So like a casting of your dick. So what you're going to do here is you're going to show these cards and say, oh, these are cards that I just have in my pocket, you know, to take notes in because I'm a very forgetful person. You know, whatever. If you want to justify them, justify them. I don't think you need to. But ultimately, you're going to square up the cards and get a break underneath the second card from the top of the deck. You see that? Your little pinky's in there. Your little pinky is right in there. Just fucking, oh, so hard in there. And you're going to draw whatever item you have. So you're going to say, oh, you know, so let's say I owe you 25 cents. So you're going to do your best and you're going to draw the equivalent of what looks like a circle. Again, please disregard my mild autism. And you're going to say, look, what's that? It's a quarter. It's a quarter. Sir, do me a favor. And if you want, at this point, what you do is because you have that break underneath the second card, it's going to be very easy for you to grab these two cards and turn them over as one. So you're turning over these two cards as one. Because of that wonderful double lift principle, you can even have them sign the back. So they sign the back if you want. Again, it's not necessary to verify that this is, in fact, the same card, although it's not. Now they have a blank card because the 25-cent card is over here, which is kind of a good position to be in. Because now you put the pen away, and you say, sir, do me a favor and hold your hand out. Now, of course, that holding their hand out is going to be the misdirection. You need to reach into your pocket. You're leaving the business cards, and you're coming out with whatever item you want to produce in finger palm. Now, again, I say finger palm very loosely. I just mean you're coming out with it in your hand in a way that the spectator doesn't see it. That's what I mean by finger palm. So that's going to go there. And of course, the spectator is not going to be used to such a command like hold your hand out. So this is going to be the justification you need to bring this card over to the left hand and say no, like this. Just like this. Hold your hand out like this. And you see what I'm doing is that I'm putting the card right over the object that I'm going to produce. And I'm bringing it up so that it's flush with the item. Right? Is that in oh boy. Oh boy. I swear to God, when I get a new camera, I'm going to fuck this camera up. I'm going to fuck you up. You're going to, oh man, I'm not even going to use this shit for B-roll. You know, they say, oh, keep a camera for B-roll. No, this shit's going down. So here, you're just holding the item flush with the card. As you say, sir, hold out your hand. Now this is going to be, again, the misdirection. You need to grab the item underneath in this sort of matrix style grip here as you're gripping the card from above. And you say, okay, so your hand's out. You're going to pop this card like this as you drop the item into their hand. So this is already going to be a shocking moment for them because they're not going to be expecting this. And the second shocker is going to be when you turn the card over and you see that the coin has in fact left the card. So that is the secret of the amazing magic business card trick. But that's pretty much what you're going to do with this trick. Now you could do this with anything that you happen to have in your pocket. If you happen to be carrying around a Pokemon in your pocket because you've never seen a vagina, you could do that. If you're carrying around a memory card, whatever it is that you have in your pocket, you could produce using this method. And at the end of the day, the spectators have this momentous item to remind them of the fact that they go, hey, you know, there was something on this card once and it's no longer here. So, you know, it's a fond memory that they've created about you. So that's the trick. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys do it. And I'm going to go figure out different ways to make people subscribe to the channel.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.